Hey there, Eric Post here, the Help You Sell More Real Estate guy, and I'm the founder of FreeAgentTraining.com. Well, today's a little bit different approach because I'm not going to give you some actual key things to do. I'm going to give you something to think about. My question for you is, are you doing everything you possibly can that are you humanly capable of to get more business? If I'm in a room of agents, let's say I'm in a room of 100 agents, I'm giving a talk and I ask the question, all right, who here, by show of hands and make a sound, who here wants to make more money this year than you ever have before? I guarantee, 99% of the people in the room are going to raise their hand and get all excited and make some big sound. Well, if I ask the next question and I say, who is going to make more money this year than ever before? I guarantee less than half of those same people actually will raise their hand, and those people that do raise their hand or make a noise is a little less, confident about it. Because we all want it, but we're not all going to do what it takes to get it. And so it's an interesting concept, and I just want to be real with you for a minute and say, are you doing everything you can do? Because in your marketplace, it may be slower now than it has been before. I mean, let's face it, we're not in a great market in most counties and most cities and most MLSs. I get that. But unless you've sold every single home in your market and then you didn't make your goal, then you can blame the market. But until that point, that means competitors sold other homes in the market, or they listed other homes, they represent the buyers in your marketplace, and you just didn't get the business. You didn't prospect enough. You didn't win the listing appointment enough. You didn't attract that buyer. You didn't convert the open house. You didn't make enough calls. You didn't hand out enough business cards. I mean, let's be real about it. We can't blame anything else. We got to look to ourselves and say, was I resourceful enough? Was I proactive enough? What did I do today to earn more business in the future? Because if you didn't cash a check today, it's not because what you didn't do today. It's what you didn't do a month ago or 60 days ago or 90 days ago. So if you want to cash a check coming up here in the near future, you got to start today. And I'm just encouraging you to think about that. You got to do everything you can do. Hold enough open houses, contact enough people, make enough blog posts, connect with enough people on social media. Be active, be visible. Don't be a secret agent. We got to get out there and we got to want to do it. I heard a story one time. This story was actually in a book. I didn't hear this. I read it in a book. And the story went something like this. There was a man at a circus. And they took this man out of the stands, and this guy was having a tough day. He was kind of down on himself. His relationship wasn't going that good. He wasn't making enough money. And the guy, the ringleader, took him down out of the crowd and put him into the cage. And he was like looking around, wanting to know what's going on. And then all of a sudden, in came lions into the cage. And the ringleader just got out of the way and let him deal with it. Well, as the lions approached him, he got scared and he kind of balled up in a corner, and the lions circled around him and he was just bawling, almost sobbing to himself, weak, wondering what was going to happen. And the lions pounced on him and they started getting him, and he wasn't even fighting back, and in a sad little weak voice, stop, 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 and he's just curled up in the corner. Well, all of a sudden then he heard a scream, and he was able to peer over, and he saw that they had brought his fiancée down from the crowd and put his fiancée in the cage. And all of a sudden the lions turned their attention from him and turned their attention to his fiancée. And the lions left him and started approaching the fiancée. And right at the last moment before they pounced on the fiancée, he jumped in between them and he was yelling and screaming and get back, get back. And he grabbed a chair and he's waving it around and he scared the lions back to save his fiancée. See, most of us are willing to do more for others than we're willing to do for ourselves. And it wasn't that he wasn't capable of fending them off before, it's just that he gave up. He wasn't doing what it was willing to take. But he was willing to stand up for his fiancée and protect her from those lions. Well, picture your business as those lions. Are you just kind of being a victim of the market, or are you doing everything you possibly can? Because you're going to make a decision to prospect or not. Production is a choice. I can train you, I can give you tips and tactics and things to do, but doing it is a choice that you got to make. You got to reach down and just decide to do it or not, and your decision affects more than just you. Your decision to prospect and get good clients affects your customers, it affects your family and your kids and your spouse if you have one. If you have plenty of money and you have no other need to prospect, maybe you're in the wrong business. Or maybe you could do another deal and donate that money to charity or church or something. You can do a lot of good with those commission checks. Especially if you're a good agent, you deserve to give that service to somebody. So your decision to prospect or not is up to you, and it affects more than just you. So think about that. Think about that story. And look at yourself in the mirror and say, am I doing everything I possibly can to earn business today. With that said, I hope you have an awesome day. Here's to helping you sell more real estate. I'll see you again soon.